Let me see. I think I'm sharing my screen as well. I hope you guys can see me. Okay. So let's people join, and then we will start today. So today's topic is very exclusive from TS4U, and so we'll be discussing very details what we cover, what is the expectation, and plans, and how to enroll. So everything will be covered today, and plus your mentor will be joining to go over the. I will be covering for Shahid for the CloudOps roadmap, and Asan will be joining. He will be actually discussing the roadmap for the Java Enterprise Application Software Engineer. And we have the guest speaker as well to share the knowledge. So let's give everybody time to to join, and then we will start. Let's see. Okay, you need to join. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me, right? All right, so let's see. Okay, so now let me quickly check who joined so far. Shahid is here, right? Let me see. All right, let's see. Where is Shahid? Shahid. Okay, let's wait for him. Okay. Oh, Shahid, you're here, right? All right, Shahid.
Yes, but
Here you go. Shahid, we are not wasting your time, so yeah, because you have to join the workshop. All right, so I am actually introducing Shahid quickly, so you guys know who is Shahid. Is a young man, I think the 25 or something 26. He's a bachelor of mechanical engineering, so you can say he's also transformed into IT. So mechanical is not the IT. He started as the Python software engineer, and then got into with the DevOps engineer, and work with the great people. His mentor, and I met Shahid back in 2019. So from 2020, we started DevOps engineer. So Shahid is actually the lead mentor, and officially also my advisor behind the scene. So professionally, Shahid is a DevOps engineer. He works in the New Zealand-based company from Bangladesh. So he's working fully remote, full-time remote, working from home, whatever you can say it. So that's his profession. And beside that, mentoring in TS4U. So his mentoring skills is excellent. What it means is he's very patient. He is calm. Normally, of course, he will not respond with any heated like the conversation. He will avoid those kind of things, which is good, which is very good. Um, as for the skills, his skills is super fresh. It means he is self motivated. He learns himself. He knows the value of learning, and he also knows the value of being as an IT professional. You have to continue adapt new technology and new things for your career growth, as well as he has a good what is called the communication skills. So that's my experience with Shahid. As of now, from the students, again, he is very knowledgeable, and he explained things in a way, multiple 5 times, 6 times he explained, and he provide the space for students to ask questions to him related to the topic that we do in the workshop or the class, whatever you call it. All right, Shahid, you can start now. Thank you. Let me see. I hope you guys. Shahid, you okay? Go ahead. You can unmute.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
If you want to open your camera, it's up to
Thank you,
you.
Subhai, for your kind words.
No, definitely. Those are the work experience. So that's good.
Yeah. I think I can't share my camera on here. Do I have the permission?
Okay. How to do this? Okay, let me see. What I will do, I will bring you the panelist. Yep. Now try. Are you able to share your camera now? So let's see. I make you the host now.
Yeah, I can start my video now.
You can share your. You can actually allow me so I can share my screen as well.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah. He has all the hair, but
Okay.
I lost all the hair. That's the difference. I was telling yesterday. You get the hair good. Okay, I can share my screen, right? Can you like?
Yeah, your host now.
Okay, thank you. All right, so you guys, yeah, go ahead, Shahid. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, man. So, hello everyone. It's nice to be here and meeting you guys. So, today, as we're talking about the CloudOps program and the Java one, so I'll be talking about mostly the CloudOps one, as I'm mentoring the current and the previous batches as well. So hopefully I'll be continuing with you guys. So as Shublu said, we actually started back in 2019 with a DevOps engineering course. And from then, we've actually transformed ourselves and transformed our program as well. So now it is basically AWS CloudOps engineer, as you can see. So what happened here is we started with the vision of DevOps, but over time, what happened is the DevOps world actually slowly started to converging to more and more cloud. Okay, so since we actually cover AWS as our primary cloud, and we actually show some other clouds also. Okay, but our primary and the core knowledge will be AWS based. So that's where the AWS part comes from. Okay, so AWS CloudOps engineer, and mostly we're currently transformed into cloud-based DevOps. So this is why the CloudOps thing actually came here. Okay, so here we actually do a lot of things. So Shublu, hopefully he will be walking you through the progress and what will be the process of like starting from zero. Like we aim for non-IT people mostly. As of now, we like all of our programs were pointed to the non-IT guys. Okay, so we actually start from the very basic stuffs. Like we assume that you don't know how to like operate a Linux operating system. We actually assume from there. Okay, so you've never touched any Linux system, and we'll start from there. Okay, so why Linux? This is basically you can say a prerequisite, because like more than 99.7 or 99.8% of the cloud system is actually based on Linux. Okay, so this is a very like what do you call? This is a very important knowledge to have as CloudOps you can say, or a DevOps or a system engineer as well. So whatever you want to do in cloud, you need to have the core knowledge of Linux. Okay, so we start from there and we slowly guide the participants through the process and learning Linux, how the virtualization actually works in the cloud, and how you can actually get adapted to different clouds. So we have all of those into our career path, as you can see, because the program will be usually an year long, right? So we have ample amount of time and we have enough resources to make you guys from, you can say, zero to hero. Okay, so what you will be accomplishing within that year is remarkable, because we already saw how our previous participants actually did. Okay, so that's coming from an experience. So I hope you guys will be with us with our new journey. So we'll actually follow the CloudOps engineering path that we've created. This is a refined one. So Shibluka will be walking you through that, and I'll be happy to assist you anytime. Thank you so much. Bye. Were you there?
He's calling you. He's calling.
All right. If you guys have any questions for me, you may ask. Yeah, I can see some hands. So you may ask your questions.
So let me, 1 second. Allowed to talk. Asif Tafodar, go ahead, please. You can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hey, Asif. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. Hey, nice to meet you. So I have a question. So I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between taking a course. It's basically sounds like AWS we are focusing on. So what would be the difference taking a course from actual Amazon, like AWS, they have their own program. And if I take it from you, I mean, what's the difference, or what's something different I will be learn or will be benefited me for, to get a job in specific that field, cloud engineering?
Okay, that's thank you for that question. So basically, I'll actually forward to Shibluka after I just add some things to it. Okay, so we actually focus on getting jobs, right? So this is not an AWS specific role. We actually focus on the CloudOps and DevOps engineering roles. So as you know, if you know just the cloud, that won't get you the job, right? You need to brush up your basics first. Like, to understand cloud, you need to understand some more basics. Like if you want to read a poem, you need to understand how ABCD works, right? So we start from there. Okay, so we assume you don't know anything about cloud or anything about CloudOps engineering or DevOps engineering or whatever it is. Okay, even we assume that you don't know how to work in a company. Okay, Shibluka actually hammers people for around a month and a half to show the guys that how a company works, how you can communicate with your manager, how you can communicate with your teammates, and how you can actually do your job. So that is the first thing we do, that we actually introduce you guys to company culture. Okay, so every single company actually has different cultures, and every single team has different cultures, right? So we actually focus on that first, because if you don't know how things work in a company and what you will be doing in a company, it's pretty difficult to move forward with you guys, because you won't understand why you are doing this. Okay, so this is the first thing that we do, and then we actually focus on the I said that Linux first, then we move into the cloud. So just the AWS, and that's only a part of it. Okay, because that isn't the full-time cloud engineering role you will have. Okay, then you need to understand how the virtualization works, how to set up a server in the cloud, different cloud, and how you can put some applications into cloud. That is the most important part. Why?
Okay.
Because if you just know, yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry. I sorry about interrupting. Could I ask one more question?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Okay. So for specific cloud engineering, how much do I need to get to familiar with coding thing like Python or any kind of programming or machine language? How much expertise do I need to familiar with the coding, how to run things, or what kind of coding or language will we be teach us?
Yeah. So as you can see, we actually focus on the cloud ops part, right? So this is not a full-time cloud engineering job. So you won't have to like do any coding stuffs here. Just some usual bash script or shell scripting. Okay. We actually teach that. Okay. The shell scripting works that you will need day by day or like every single day or whenever you require. That we teach, but we don't touch any programming languages here. Okay, so this is a CloudOps and DevOps based track. So not a full-time cloud engineering role. So you won't be writing some like Lambdas and Node.js with Python and stuff. We don't actually do that. Okay. We actually focus on the more ops and DevOps related things like CI/CD and Docker, Kubernetes, and like Ansible, like configuration management stuffs, how you can do that. We have like so many applications, sample applications that's actually built here. Okay. We as a software engineer and some other engineers also, we actually build some microservices, some full stack applications as well, and some like legacy, even PHP applications. So you will all be actually deploying those with different patterns, like with Docker, without Docker, in bare metal, with CI/CD, without CI/CD, and we actually complete the whole cycle that you will do in your day-to-day job. Okay, so what I do actually, I try to teach everything.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
All right, so this is the whole track, not only the cloud-based. Cloud is just a part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, like, it sounds like that this specific role or job would work more closely software development or DevOps team, or who should we like?
You'll be working in a DevOps team or operations team. Okay, and you will be working close with your CTO. You're working very closely with your development team because you will be the person that the developers will communicate to, because they will need to like push that software or release that software through you. Okay, so this is that role.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, Sam, you can speak now. Ask the question, Sam.
We have some other hands.
Hello, Mahbub.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you, and thank you so much for the presentation. I have a couple of questions, please. I just want to understand what is the difference between AWS CloudOps engineering and AWS Cloud DevOps engineering. From certification point of view, they are AWS Cloud DevOps, I'm aware of. So what is the difference between two? And second question, so if I want to go with this class and get a job in AWS, is the certification required?
Yeah. So certification is absolutely not required. And we actually don't want people just to get some certifications because you can get certifications even though you don't know the cloud. Okay. I can assure you that I can give you some terms and you can pass the exam. Okay. Within like 2 weeks. All right. So we don't value that much the certifications. Some company does it and some company doesn't. Like in my company, my manager actually has around 18 years of experience and he doesn't hold any single certifications. Okay. So he don't have anything like, and he is actually undergraduate of philosophy. Okay, he's not even from an IT background, so he's the manager here. So
one thing I can
this is how it
interrupt
works.
Shahid, I can interrupt one thing here. Hey Sam, so in the what the British did two things perfectly. They put the certification in some of the Asian countries. Whenever I talk to somebody in Asia, brother, do I need certificate? For American culture, no. For IT, you don't need it. American culture is specific IT. We don't care the certificate. We all care about the work. I'm asking you the question. If you can answer the question, I'm good.
So actually,
Gotcha.
I asked that question because the previous company that I was, they are moving to the cloud and they're actually asking all the employees to obtain certification, you know?
I can answer that.
So I was
can
wondering.
answer that.
And they mostly pay for it, right?
No,
The companies
for
usually
employees
pay
you
for
pay,
the
but for the
certifications.
contract, you have, for the employees, yes, you go for free. They're going to teach you everything, but the contract, you don't have a choice but to go ahead and pay out of your pocket and get one. Otherwise, you're going to be like out of the team. You know?
I can answer that, Sam.
Yeah.
So I can answer that. So when in American culture, it's human nature. When you work in an environment, you get very comfortable with this. You want to be cozy. You do not want to touch anything else. Changing or migrating from mindset from one to another is very difficult. It does not mean company is going to fire everybody. That's not how they work. So they start saying, well, okay, we're going to do everything for you. Please learn it because you're moving to the cloud. So how to ensure that? Or at least you learn something, get certified. So we will know you expose that specific areas. And that's the reason they ask you.
And our participants actually get certifications before completing like 6 and 7 months. They do it themselves. We sometimes help with their queries and what they need to do and how do they get the certification and stuff. But we don't actually focus certifications. They just earn it by themselves. Okay. So that's not to worry because the topics we cover it so deep that the certification is usually easy to get. So if you get very specific, we actually tell our participants to get the AWS specific certifications, like not the DevOps one first, the Solutions Architect Associate one, and then the AWS DevOps Engineering Professional. If you get these two, then you should be good. Okay. But this is not mandatory.
Another question, you mentioned that Linux is required because I believe all the work in your company, I believe because you work in AWS, it's from you using CLI instead of web user interface, correct?
Yeah, mostly not the CLI. Even we use Terraform to operate AWS, so that's a different part. So that involves coding, but in a different way, not in specific language. You need to write some script-like things. So that is automation, and we also cover that at the end of the program. Okay, so as I said, we actually try to cover what I do in my day-to-day life. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So you can or cannot see the exact representation of the things we do here with other courses, because this is not a course, as I will say. This is a transformation program, right? So we actually try to transform you from non-IT to DevOps engineer. So we do everything that we have in our hands to transform you guys. So this is how track is designed. So if you need certifications, if you absolutely need certifications, we'll add that as well, based on the demand of the current job market. Okay, we actually improvise and change our stuffs regularly because the job market keeps changing, right? So we actually try to adapt that also. So if you absolutely need one, or if we see that we need this specific tool to cover because this is very trendy now, we actually add that to our program as well. Okay. So this is kind of the whole package. You can see it as a transformation program, not a course. So that will be easier. Okay.
I have one more.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Shivlubhai, hi. So I have one more question for you or either of you. So what are my chances, let's say from today, I have been, taking this course like 1 year, and then I haven't finished like entire course, or let's say I didn't complete or get my certificate. But what are my chances to get a job in that field if I am doing great, but I didn't have my certificate or I didn't complete my course? I'm still working. From now on, like after 6 to 8 months down to the road, is there a chance for me to, get hired by a company? You have your clients. What am I looking at? After taking today to 6 months later or so.
Sure. So again, certification is not required. You will be prepared after the, also after 6 months. You'll be prepared for the certification. And as you said, if you are not done everything, basically this the platform, the portal is designed in a way you have a 0% chance that you can actually like do anything wrong in the portal, because whatever you do, everything is tracked. Means how many the workshop you join, and how many technical question you answered, how many meeting you have set up, and how many show and tell you have done. So basically, as we mentioned, somebody came from the accounting background, and they want to know the IT, they want to work in the IT. The first thing is culture, means whatever you'll be doing day-to-day basis in the work, the whole portal has every single functionality there, means all the major. So you'll be using the portal everything, and we'll be seeing you what you are doing. And we'll be actually sending you the monthly report. Hey, this is where you have lack, you need to improve. We'll be talking to you one-on-one that you have to improve somewhere else. So there is no chance that there will be a reactive approach. Reactive approach means happening, nobody knows. Proactive means we will know what is happening because we have the report in front of us, and you have the report in front of you. What do you do?
Okay,
Right?
thank you.
Yep. Go ahead. And then Halim, you can ask question now, please.
Hi, good morning, Shiblu bhai. My question is, if we take the AWS Cloud Engineering course, so what will be the position or role of what are the name of the post of the in the job market? My second question is, if we learn AWS Cloud Engineering, so why we should learn Linux, not Windows?
Good.
Two and
questions.
Yeah, and third question is for learning thing AWS Cloud Engineering, how long you will take time, like how many months you will make us prepare for job market?
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Sure. So number one is you said the Linux. So basically everything you see on the website on our hand, behind the scene there is your operating system. So if you want to know in a word, Linux is free. Okay. So if you have a 10 million device, technically you need to buy the 10 million the Windows license. So and the Windows is not developed to the deploy the large scale system, means the Facebook is used by the billions of users. Windows cannot do that. It's only Linux can do. So since in the CloudOps, your role is to deploy the application, and you need to work on a software, and on our computer, actually behind the scene, there is operating system. So you need to use the Linux. Linux is everything. And the second question, what the second question? How long? We have the plans, 3 plans involved. Each of the plans has the timeline. So cloud of 6 months, 6 to 9 months, 9 to 12 months. 6 months is your essential, and that's where you'll be learning the, I'm good. I just need a guideline, then I can shine myself. Good for you. No, I just want to try it out myself, check it out, see. No, I don't know how the TS for you. Is it worth for me? So everything is essential. Okay. So you like the essential, and we will be giving you the resume. You are good to go. You can explore. But if you ask me, the recommendation will be the advanced. Advanced is better. And the 100% job guarantee is different. It means you will be learning the more advanced thing. Means that in that case, we want to make sure that you really not only basic foundation and then everything how we do in the real life, and plus we'll be actually assisting you in the job. As for the readiness, actually we'll be working together every day. Okay, the moment you join, every week we'll be working together. You will be putting your effort and you will be asking the question based on the workshop contents is provided. You will be listening to us, we will be listening to you, and that's the way that the growth will be like this. I will be, or my team and we will be providing everything is needed, but it is you like a shine step by step. So you will be preparing yourself, working with us. Combinedly, we'll make it happen. Halima, did I answer your question?
Yes, I got it. My other question is, should I have to learn any language like Python or something like that?
No. Once you join here, you'll be like this. You cannot look right. You cannot look left. Then you will be messed up. From experience, many people join here. They go to the Udemy. They go to the YouTube. They don't learn much because, from managerial point of view, when I would be asking you the question, I'm not going to ask you a question from the YouTube or the Udemy. All asking the question like how did you do that? What problem you solve? Tell me some of the issues you face. Okay, so you cannot be distracted. If you're distracted continuously, you will be actually losing the value here because you are putting so much time and money, and that will be like you are your own imam and the shahid is his own imam. So it will be messed up. You cannot do that. Strictly whatever the course is designed, this is more than enough. Good, Halim?
Yes, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much, Shiblu bhai.
Definitely. Asif, do you have any more question before I can lower your hand?
Yes, please. So is that okay, or how it designed? Let's say if I finish the course with you and your team, is that okay if I put that hands-on experience on my resume to highlight my resume better, or how do you have a plan on that?
So if you go back to here, read this, the each of the plan. That's I will
Okay.
highly recommend. Please, this is important.
Okay.
Yes, this part is important. Then many of the question is answered here. Yes, everything will be you can do, and we will be actually doing for you. So the goal is if you do all the hands-on properly, your resume will be you will be talking like that. So you're good.
Okay, thank you. I got it.
Yep. Sam, you can ask question. Sam, do you have question or you're good? Hey Sam, you can ask the question now.
Yes, sorry, my baby is crying. I want to ask, is there going to be a real project that can be like we can work on and we can use it as an experience?
Yes, that's the Shahid mentioned that the main thing here, everything has to be hands-on. After your conceptual is clear up, things will be hands-on. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
We have not one, but many.
Multiple.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember we start with the consideration. You never work with the deployment. You never did this before. So we actually continuously change the game. The how can we do better? So some people can see the outcome before they do this. That's the goal. I want to see the visual of what I am doing before I start doing it. So you can say that's our main goal here. All right, guys, thank you. I will be covering all the tools and technology, and I'm letting go Shahid because he had the workshop now. So he has to actually cover that today with the existing group because they are wrapping up. Thank you, guys, for joining and asking the question. I will be covering. So Shahid, you can leave now. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, everyone.
And you
It was
guys
nice to
can
meet you.
ask the more question.
we'll
Let me
see you.
see. Let's go
Bye-bye.
see. Yep. So let's continue.
Thank you.
Yep. So let's continue. What do we have? Look now, you have here. Let me see. Where is she at? Let me see. How can I do this? How can I do this? Okay. Let me. We are getting the next one. Okay. So now, give me 1 second. How to do this using this? Okay, I got it. Where is Lubna? Okay, Nazmun, okay, allowed to talk. You're fine now. And I am going to.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, you are promoted as a like the panelist. So Lubna is our last year July the DevOps member. She has wrapped up, but she wants to share some of the experience, like what she has learned and some of the what she has made some mistake, what she shouldn't have done, and she will be actually sharing, giving you those wisdom so you do not do the same thing, and there's some good thing about her. All right, Lubna, go ahead, please.
Yes, sure. Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you please let me share my screen?
Yes, go ahead. Let's see.
I can't share my screen,
So,
but yeah, I can talk. Okay.
Okay,
So first of all, welcome everyone to the new session, new CloudOps session. So first of all, why you choose TS for You? I would like to say in TS for You, you will get the better content of learning. Like they have a lot of application. I just heard like many of you asking about the applications and the process, how they will go. I want to assure you that they have like a lot of application. You will really actually work on it. You will do hands-on, and they will teach you manually, like every single thing, like every single basic things that you really need, like to make your basic strong. And then they will teach you the cloud. And they have a portal, like this is constantly growing. The portal is superb. Like when you will enter into this say group, like CloudOps new group, you will see the portal. They have every single program. They have the video content, and after every video content, they have a summary section. Like you have to do it. You have to watch the video. You have to learn what you get from the video, and then you write a summary and then submit it there. Like the portal is so nice. You will see that. And I would like to say about the mentor. Like they have excellent mentor. You just hear from Shahid Mehboob. He is so polite. And every week they have the workshop. And for the week, they will give you like an assignment, weekly assignment. And they have the support. Like you are not good with your assignment. You can't do it. You need help. You reach to them through the TS for your portal chat, and they will provide you the support. So don't think like, oh, I cannot do it. Just don't give up. Just be yourself and get the support from them. They're giving you this advantage, like they're giving you support, so you should take it. You should do it. And the most important thing you should have to be patience. Like I'm talking about the non-IT persons who are entering into this world, like the IT world. Patience is the most important thing for IT course. Like you need to be patient. Like for one work, you will see like you cannot do it like in 1 hour, 2 hours. It could take up to like 3 or 4 hours. But you need to be patient, and you need to stay with the TS for your group. And talking about this, like the CEO, Shiblu Ahmed Bhai, he's so nice and friendly person, and he will push you to the end. Like this person I have ever met, I like he personally reaches to each and every single student, and he asks like, "What are you doing? Like, did you do this work? How it's going?" So never feel shy to seek help from him. Just get to him or get to the TS for your chat. He will help you, and everything needs to be professional when you are using the portal, using the chat. Everything needs to be very professional. They have my calendar, so set up a meeting in my calendar, and like after you can see like in portal you will see like a chapter module. So every single workshop video is in there. So if you miss something in the workshop video, like 5 hours or 3 hours, to be authentic is not so easy. So if you miss any word or any work, like 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 5 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes, you can watch it later. You can cover it up. So this is the best thing. Like you have the video, you can watch it 3 times, 4 times in a week. And after that, if you have problem, just go to them, seek help from them. And the portal activities, you will see like after finishing the workshop, you have mock interviews there. So which really helps a lot. In mock interview, you will find questions related to each and every topics they're covering. If they do Docker, they have question for the Docker, they have question for Kubernetes. So like every single thing, if you finish the mock interviews, it will really help you a lot for your like next interview to get a job. So I will highly recommend you guys to finish all the mock interviews as you go with the workshop. Like think like this workshop is based on Docker. You did Docker today, so just finish the mock interview for Docker. So we didn't do these things. That's why from my experience, I'm telling you, just do it right away. It will help a lot. And we have like show and tell per week after the workshop. Like any day, the evening time, you can do show and tell. You did your work, you can show it to everyone, you can share it with everyone. And that time, Shibluhai will hammering you guys and will ask a question, which is a lot good thing to improve yourself. If you show him, will ask something, you will learn more. If you don't know, you will learn more. And if you do it, your skill will be like up to the level. And after that, the interview support, you finish your course and everything. When you go for the interview for the first time, like you don't know anything, they will give you the support, like how to talk, how to engage, and how to share the email. And I would like to say, you seek help. They give the advantage. Don't be shy. Just seek. You will see like how you transform. So TS4U, Shiblu always said this is not a training center. This is a transformation center, which is really great. You will see from the very beginning if you use this. This is like a diary. Like we used to make a diary when we're in the school. Like we have to do this. We have to do this day with the time and date. So this is this kind of tool, Zira. You use Zira, your daily activities, your task and everything, and reach out professionally through the portal and do your work.
What happened?
You get interview support for them, and they will help you a lot for the job interview. And after getting the job, they will give you the support too if you need. And anything happens, just get through them. And they have one more thing, like team meetings, or you can work alone. So from team meeting, you can learn from others, like work together. That's another thing to approach, or you can work alone, however you like. And they have recorded live sessions. So like if you miss any show and tell, you have something, just inform them on the chat, like I have to do this, I can't attend today. And then you watch the session later, but don't miss anything. Please don't miss anything. Whatever Shibluhai says and whatever Shahid Naib says, we think like, oh, he's talking too much at the very beginning. But when you like reach at the end of your course, you will realize, oh my God, I just missed it. I should have been more attentive on this part. And you will go back there. So by the time, it will take a long time to start from the beginning and come down to the end. So I will highly recommend you to learn every single word they say and take notes whenever you are in the workshop. Take a pad and a pen and take notes, whatever he's saying, and note the keywords. And obviously, do not miss the hands-on. Do not miss the hands-on. You will be there. And report your day-to-day activities on Jira and in the TS4U chat. What are you doing? What are your roadblocks? And if you need help or not, the Jira, it will make you better. Like you record your everyday work, what you're doing, and of course, and obviously the time limitation, like how much time it took. And if you didn't finish it, why you didn't finish it? Just keep the record for the reason why you couldn't finish it. And the learning content, I would say they will scratch you from the beginning. They will teach you the manual first and then the automation, which will make you much more stronger to understand every single thing. Why you need this, where you should apply it, why you are applying it. Every single thing you will learn from here, but you just need to be attentive and do not go for other things, like do not seek any course from YouTube, from Google, from here or there. You'll be lost because this is the process they are going. You should go with the flow. You should not look for anywhere else. If you look anywhere else, you'll be lost. You can never finish a topic. Like you are in Dakar, you cannot finish it because there are a lot more courses on YouTube. You will find, oh, this one is better. Oh, that one's better. Oh, you will miss the main thing you were doing here. And the last thing I would like to say, TS for you, it's transformation. It will really make you professional, like how you talk, how you interact with your manager. So I would suggest you to be polite every single time and to respect your manager and to respect your mentor and respect your colleagues. And do not, I'm sorry to say that with Bengali people, they become angry so easily. Do not do this. This is not an American culture. And in American culture, they don't like it. So if you are angry, keep it inside you and talk nicely that I need this. Please do it in this way. That'll be better. Please, I need this and I don't want to do this. That is not good for me. Say it in a nice way. Do not do anything crazy. This is not acceptable in job market. And my experience, now I want to share about myself, like what I did. So at the very beginning, like you guys, I had a lot of questions. I did it to Shibluha, like when will be the course finish? And what are in the content? Can you finish it in 6 months? Because I was in hurry. So in my situation, I was in hurry to finish the course. Like, oh, it will take 6 months, it will be finished, and then I will get a job, then I will be set up and all set with my job and career and everything. But this is not so easy. You have to give your time, whatever it takes. If it takes 5 hours, you can finish it in 3 hours. So you have to give the time and you have to be patient. You have to learn more carefully. You don't need to focus on when you finish. You just need to learn more carefully so that it will help you after the 5 hours. So what I want to tell, I did finish the course. And after finishing the course, I went for job market. But the real world is not that easy. When I went for the interview, I faced a lot of issues, which was like I didn't finish my course very well. I couldn't do the hands-on properly. That was the missing thing for me, which was so important. And then I stepped back. And now I'm in the new group and I'm learning it again. I promised myself that, okay, I will learn it. I will do it nice way right now. And then I will go for the job market again. So my suggestion is for everyone, please take it seriously, like the workshops and especially the hands-on. Do the hands-on, not only one time. If you do it one time, you'll forget it. Really, you will forget it, like every single thing, like every single important thing they're talking about. So whatever Shahid Bhai is speaking, take a note, watch the video 3 to 4 times in a week and do the hands-on. At the very beginning, you will get a lot of time. So please do the hands-on 3 to 4 times and recall them. Do your teamwork, share it with your team, do show and tell. Please do the hands-on. Do not get in the job market until you are ready. If you are in a hurry, that's not a fruitful thing to do. Just be patient, give you time, whatever time it needs. If you learn something, you can do better. Like the job will be behind you. You don't need to run for the job. So thank you for today. Thank you, everyone. Welcome everyone to this session. That will be a wonderful session. And be polite and be patient, be positive with your work. Thank you. Thank you, Shiblu Bhai.
Thank you. Thank you very much. If you guys have any question for her, please go ahead. Because I asked her to share what mistake she made, and she is a real example. So I believe she has actually mentioned everything. So that's good, because we do not say that all the time, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's not the goal. Goal is, why not thank you? What is the behind it? So she shared everything about the CloudOps journey. You guys can ask question. Let me see. Asif, do you want to ask question?
Yes, please.
ahead.
I know she mentioned that it was challenging when she looked for a job. Could she tell us, what specific questions or scenario that she faced after when she looked for a job? I mean, from the employer's side,
Oh,
is
she
there
mentioned-
something
She mentioned
this-
when they asked the hands-on thing, she forgot it, and she did not do the hands-on properly.
Okay,
Somewhere
makes sense.
everything was like asking from the what has been taught, but because she did not do the hands-on properly, so she was not able correlating actually what they're asking. So she stepped back. She said, no, the market, all the questions what have been taught, why not I do the hands-on again? Why I need to rush? So she stepped back.
Sorry to interrupt, but that
Go
was a nice question. And hello, welcome to the new group. So the thing is, when I set up for the interview, they're asking me question. Shahid Bhai told about these things very clearly, and they did hands-on. But maybe I did the hands-on one time, or maybe not. I totally forgot. And the thing is practice, continually practice. I did not do it. So after sitting for 1 or 2 interview, I realized, no, I need to practice more, because I didn't give that much time when I was in the real session. I didn't give that much time. So that's what I realized. I look for I step back, because I need to step back. If I do this, I cannot get a good job. So the thing is, I want to tell, do not waste your time. Do the hands-on 3 times, 4 times, and get the core in your brain. Like, what is it really? Just don't do the hands-on looking at the commands. Like, do this, your work will done. You need to understand what you are doing, actually. Understand the step. And obviously, Shiblu Bhai and Shahid Bhai, is there anything happens, reach out to them. Do not be shy. Do not think like they won't help you. They are really helpful. They will help you. So get the help and do not waste your time and be attentive. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep. Any other question? Okay,
Yes, I have a quick
Sam,
question.
go ahead. Yes, please.
Thank you, Nahar. I just have a quick question. Let's say you took a gap and you come back, and for some reason you took a gap and you couldn't do it, you didn't continue, and you come back. You have to start from scratch, or you can start from where you end, like you left.
So thank you for the question. Okay, Shiblu Bhai, you want to say something?
Yeah, no, you go.
Okay. So the thing is, you don't need to start from the scratch. Like I have already mentioned, they have the workshop videos. So whenever you want, everything is okay with them. Everything is okay. You have the access to the portal. You can watch the video anytime. You can make up yourself. And they have, I think, other sessions for job support and interview support. You can talk to Shiblu Bhai about it. However you want to go, you seek help from them. He will help you. Thank you.
So the access will be like for a certain time, or it's like going to be a lifetime access?
Sure. So on the Sam, the goal is to actually a certain time things need to be finished so you can get the job. That's number one, the goal. Now everything comes with a plan. So Sam, you just started as an example with this group. You should have a plan. Like you spoke with your family member, husband, brother, parents, whatever. Hey, this is the plan I have next 6 months or next 9 months. That's how I'm going to do things. My weekend will be cut down. My vacation is shut down, and my a hangout is cut up. That's it. That's the plan is started. Now you will be actually spending time on it. You'll be more loving the whole thing than anything else. Okay. Now in the of course you have the life. We have the things happen here and there. Yeah, you miss 1 or 2 weeks. That's fine, because workshop is there. We'll be covering you up. If you say suddenly miss 1 month, okay, that's the different thing. So then since all the workshop is recorded, you can actually catch up from that 1 month. If you're too much behind, like a 3-4 month, like you actually you are behind you cannot continue, then you will the next group you can join. As for the lifetime, I will highly recommend you. The goal is, because we have the what is called, we have the partner company behind the scene. Okay, so because they actually look why this student could not finish this. So we need to record everything. We have to submit to them as audit purposes because they're the partner. They actually help us to grow who you are. Like you get the student loan because they've gone through the every single thing we have done, how we did it, and we provided all the documentation to them. Now the finally said, okay, you got approved. Your student can get the loan from us. Congratulations. So everything you do, we record everything else. So yeah, again, exception, do not worry about the documentation. But intentionally, you just behind, you are not doing anything, then you just get yelled by me. That's it. I will just call and I'll be angry with you. Hey, why you are doing it? To be fair and square, I'll be very angry. If you do not do things properly, you just because that's the commitment is. We have to get things done. This is not the university degree. I'm awarding you, and then you show up to everybody else. Make sense?
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yes, it makes sense. Thank you. Sure.
Yep. Hey, yeah, Tasnim, I'm going to answer your question. Don't worry about it. Let's say, I think, Halim, do you have any other question?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, can I ask her the question there
Yes.
that
Yeah.
she mentioned?
Yeah.
She mentioned the interviewer asked her about hands-on thing. So, did they ask? Did they ask in the interview session to show something with her screen sharing, or just asking
No.
just asking something?
No, she did not mention that. She said that asking the question, she was not able to answer because not enough hands-on has been done from our end. So she stepped back herself. Go ahead, Lubna. You can answer.
Yes. So it was not anything about sharing the screen or sharing work. It was just a technical question they will ask you. They didn't directly ask you, oh, why you did in Kubernetes, what you did in Docker. They don't ask like that. They will ask you a technical question on basis of an application, or they will ask something. You need to just answer it. So the thing is, if you don't do hands-on, how will you answer it? Or if you forget everything, if you don't have practice, like you did it 6 months ago, you never need it, you never touch it, you didn't understand the main thing, the purpose of it, or the process, how will you answer it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And then also you
Okay.
did not take any note, like so let's say an example. You go any places and you go any interview, and you already see what they're going to ask, means they put in the job description, and you have no summary on that specific topic. Of course you'll get stuck, right? And you already see in the interview they're going to ask the AWS BPC, and you have done the BPC, you have not taken any summary, you have not taken any personal note. So now if somebody asks you why you use the IGW, why not this, why did you do the two submitting, you did it all of this because you did not take the note, you did not summarize in the written, and you did not take on your brain. Now you got stuck. That's what she was trying to tell you. So when you do the hands-on,
that is really true. Shibli was talking about, like, you, even if you did the hands-on, you don't have any notes. So before the interview night, what will you review? You cannot do all the hands-on in one night. Like only one hands-on will take 3 to 4 hours. How will you do all the hands-on? So you should take some notes. Like every hands-on you do, like your own document.
Yep. And that's she mentioned that if you do the summary of each section, like each section, if you do the summary, let's say an example. Yeah, look, if you write the summary, the what do you learn about this section, basically, means your own note. That is the important part. Good?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry, but I will take a leave.
Yeah, she has to go because she has to join the workshop. Guys,
Thank you, everyone.
I will pass to her. Thank you, Lubna. All right. Okay, so let's continue with Asan. Can you hear me? Asan, are you here? Yep, Asan. Okay, allowed to talk. What I gave you. Now me. Okay. Asan.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, I'm introducing
Yes,
you.
bye.
Yeah, I'm introducing you Asan, so you guys will know. So Asan is a senior Java software engineer, the very skills, the handyman of a programmer. Okay. He is friend of Shahed. This means they are actually graduated together. He is also from Bangladesh. And if you guys know this, the whole purpose of the TS for you is, and connect the dot means I'm kind of motivated. Okay, if my neighbor country India can pull their people, why not me? So it is difficult to work with the Bangladesh, because there is so many problems. Is there like electricity problem, this and that, cultural problem? But I did not give up, to be honest. Okay, I'm not giving up. So we're good. So Hassan is Java software engineer. He will be the lead mentor for the Java and the Python. Okay, so the goal is the Java. As a software engineer, you will be developing the writing the code, means solving the problem to develop the mobile application, web application, or the desktop application. So he will be actually sharing his technique, or basically beside a software engineer, and he's actually also the mentor as well. He likes to teach, so he's actually a mentor, and teaching his in his passion. Okay, so I welcome him to you guys as a Java and the Python lead mentor, and he will be with us. And his goal is the same, because Shahid actually mentored him as for the culture, because he's actually worked with Shahid very closely. So he will not be like somebody is new. He catching up things super fast, because the same. He will show you the outcome, the what you will be seeing, and then he will bring you into the technical part. That's our a core philosophy, anything or everything we do here. All right, Hassan, you can start. So let's start the session. We're going to cover the Java first, okay? Because it's Java man. Then we'll start then I will actually cover the CloudOps, all the tools and technology we're using, and how we are going to use it, and then the plans and all this good thing. Thank you. Okay, let me answer the question for Tasnim. Hey, Tasnim, so please, I can answer your question. Question is, look, I have a newborn baby, right? He doesn't know anything now. Whatever we do, that's all he has to use to it. So if you ask me that I want to do something, what should I do? If you ask me, I will answer you, do something that has a long time value. That's my ask. But people has a different a vision in their life. I want to do something short time, then I want to go long time. That's fine. I can explain you what happened in the short time. The moment you do something in the short time period, you get cozy, means you get comfortable. You go that work, and you do not want to do anything else. Such an example I can give you, I gave last week. I started the QA job 2011, and the hundreds of people that are doing the QA job, as of now, they are doing the same QA job. As of now, my last job was let me go show you. I was lead solutions architect in Volkswagen Group of America. So that's like the 8th layer up than the QA job. Okay, so it all depends. So I started, but I did not stop anymore. I actually continue. So if you have the highly energetic, the motivation attitude, yes, you can start something basic. But if you say, no, I want to do something, I want to do it properly, I want to do one time, then I do not need to change anymore. So if you, let's say, if you start with the CloudOps engineer, you do not need to change rest of your life. Even if you become the 80 years old, you can still work. If you start with the software engineering, if you become 99 years old, you still can work. The same thing, because you are not learning the programming language. You are learning the problem solving skills. So you need to know what you are getting into this. So if you get into the QA, then of course you have to continue grow. You have to, if you start on something else, other, you can, but again, you need to decide what is your actual career path. If you want to start something best, you don't need to touch your career next 20 years. You can do the same thing, just level up slowly. Means you do not need to change the track. No, it's a deal, done deal. Tasnim, did I answer your question? Let me see. I hope so, right? Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Tasneem, did I answer your question? Where is Tasneem? 1 second. Okay, Tasneem. Tasneem, huh? Okay, all right. I think I did. If I did not, please ask more question. I did. Okay. All right, so I think we are good. Yeah. Hassan, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, Shulbhai, thank you so much.
You want to start your
everyone.
screen, right? You need to share your screen, right?
Yes. Please, Shulbhai.
So let me do a couple things.
Permission.
Yeah, let me do some like I am promoting you as let's say how to do this, attendance. Okay, panelist. So,
Okay, but I can continue without sharing the screen. There is no problem.
Okay, I just added you as a panelist. Now you should be able to. Let me stop my screen and try it out. So guys, this session will continue at least 30-40 minutes. I'll let him continue talk and you can prepare the questions and he and I will be answering all the question. We want to make sure your question get answered. Go ahead, try to share his screen, Hassan. Okay, while he's preparing, you guys need to know how the tech for use, like the hiring process work. We actually, behind the scene, we actually go, anyone we get into our team, we actually do minimum 2 months of observation. How this person is doing as per the communication, culture, reliability, what is the short-term plan, what is the long-term plan. We do all kind of things very closely. And then we also talk to the person, did you like it? Did you see how we do things as like the crazy way? Did you like this, our aggressiveness? Because we are very aggressive. Because we do things like a right and left. Things has to work. That's what we do. So that's our like a journey. So Asan has gone through the same journey last 2 months, and I can share with you. He's very communicative, very reliable, and since Shahid knows me very well, I do not bring anyone with me if they are not reliable, because and personally, if I do not see the reliability, I don't need you. That's it, because this is the number one: good communication, reliability, and then you have to be like what is called. Someone has to, yes, you are the person. So Asan has all the capabilities, technical competency. You guys will know, and then as for the communication, you guys will find out. Go ahead, Asan. Thank you.
Okay, Shibulbhai, I just cannot share my screen.
Let me do something.
Okay.
Let's figure it out. Let's see.
I think I need some permission to share my screen.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to allow you now to do. No. How to do this? Change the role as attendant, make co-host. Can you try now, please?
Okay, please. Okay. Oh yeah, now I can share my screen.
Perfect. All right. Okay. And why not you give your 1 minute, like your own intro, before you go your technical part?
Okay, thank you, Shibulbhai, and hello everyone. Here I am to talk about the Java Enterprise Application Development. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I am Mr. Hassan Jaman. I will be the mentor of this journey with Java Enterprise Application Development, and I am a senior software developer, around 4 years of experience in this field. Okay. So I think you can see my presentation here. Okay. So first of all, I gave my introduction. Okay. So first, the thing I want to focus, why Java? Why you should learn Java? Okay. So here I am highlighting 5 main reasons why I found very helpful to learn Java. Okay, so first, I just want to say some things about Java. Java is used by over 9.6 million developers around the globe. Okay, and Java has created a base for the Android operating system, the most used operating system in mobile devices around the world. and operate around 90% Fortune 500 companies for develop a lot of back-end applications with Java.
Billions,
So
not
it
lot,
means that-
billions. All the government, non-government in
Okay.
American
So,
culture are Java. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you lose him? Asan. Asan. Yeah, go ahead. Maybe
Okay,
yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Yes, hello Shikubhai, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I think, okay. In the IT industry, it plays a great role in other subjects like Apache Hadoop data processing when you need to process big amount of data. Okay, behind the Amazon Web Services, AWS. Okay, so it plays a great role there. Okay. So the first reason I am highlighting is Java's popularity and high salary. Okay, so Java is one of the most popular languages in the world. It is used by, as I told that mentioned earlier, about 9 million developers, and it runs on around 7 billion devices worldwide, according to official Java blogs. Okay, so because of the high demand of Java developers are also quite sought after, and they hold some of the most high-paying jobs in the industry. The average salary of the Java developers lies between 50,000 to 100,000 per year. Okay, and is the main reason you should learn Java. Okay, and the next reason, Java is very easy to learn. Okay, Java can be understood in a short span of time, as it has the syntax similar to the English language. Okay, so the journey, this journey will guide you how to get started with Java and make yourself proficient with it. Okay, and the next region, Java has a large community. There is a large online community of Java users. Ranging from beginners to advanced and even expert levels that are particularly helpful in case any support is required. Okay, so some of the online communities for learning process are I can mention Stack Overflow, Java forums, okay, etc. So they are very large community. And the fourth reason is Java is platform independent. Java is platform independent means you can run a Java program anywhere. Okay, so as the Java source code is converted to bytecodes by the compiler, which can then be executed on any platform using the Java virtual machine. Okay, so Java is known for WORA, write once, run anywhere language. Okay, because of its platform independent. Okay, that's the very big reason why the lots of enterprise level applications are developed with Java. And the fifth reason is Java has very powerful development tools. Okay, there are many integrated development environment, or you can say IDs in Java that provides various facilities of software development to programmers. Okay, so powerful Java IDs such as Eclipse, NetBeans, IntelliJ, IDEA, etc. play a very role in the success of Java. Okay, so I just told you there are thousands of the reasons you should learn Java. Okay, for your career. I just highlighted 5 main reasons why I found very much helpful. Okay, so let's introduce you about our journey. Okay, so here is a diagram showing the process of how a brick is made. Okay, so in the very first image of the left side. So buildings like the Empire State buildings are built by laying these bricks one by one. So bricks is the very fundamental element of a building. Okay, so building a brick and then using it to build a building like the Empire State building is a long process. Okay, so in the same way, we'll start from the very fundamental of Java and gradually move forward the advanced level for Java Enterprise application development. Okay, so we'll start our journey by learning the syntaxes of Java. Okay, then we'll have a very deep discussion and practical examples about the fundamentals of classes, functions, methods, collection frameworks, and each and everything. Okay, so next we'll create a small monolithic application, what we have learned with the basic. Okay, so we'll see what the advantages of a monolithic application, what the disadvantages of a monolithic application, so and what the barriers we are facing. Then to overcome all of these difficulties, we will break our monolithic application and we'll develop a microservice application. What you're seeing in the very right of this slide. Okay, so it will be a long journey from zero to advanced level. Okay, so here is a slide. I'm showing you what the tools and technologies we'll use in our journey. At the very first, we'll use Java 17, the latest stable release of Java version. Okay, it's also the long-term support version after Java 11. Okay, and then we'll use Spring Boot. Here is a graph you can see in the right. Okay, so here are the different types of frameworks highlighting. It's a survey of 2021 Jakarta EE developers survey. This survey shows that the Spring Boot, this framework is the most used framework. Okay, it's about 60%. Okay, the leading framework to build Java application around the globe. So we will use Spring Boot, and the benefit of Spring Boot is it provides a very good platform for Java developers to develop a standalone and production grade Spring application. Okay, that you can just run. Okay, so you can get started with the minimum configuration without the need of an entire setup with Spring Boot. And then we'll use Spring Cloud. Spring Cloud provides tools for developers to quickly build some of the common patterns in distributed systems, such as configuration management, service discovery, circuit breakers, and many more. Okay, so as we will day by day, we'll go through the process. So we will. We'll take a very deep dive into Spring Cloud. And the next technology we'll use is an HTML for our front-end applications development. And we'll also use React.js. React is a modern, free and open source front-end JavaScript library for building user interfaces based on UI components. Okay, then we'll use RabbitMQ. It's a message broker. Okay, so it gives us or our applications a common platform to send and receive messages, and our messages is a safe place to live until it received. Okay, so we'll use RabbitMQ, then Apache Kafka. It's a very common thing around the IT market, Apache Kafka. Okay, and then we'll use Redis, open source in-memory data store used by millions of the developers as a database or cache or streaming engine or message broker. Then as for the database, we'll use PostgreSQL. Postgres is one of the most popular relational database management system on the market. It is also free and open source. In Postgres, you can define your data types, build custom functions, and even write code in another language like Python without recompile the data. Okay, so very few other relational databases on the market give such customization possibilities. Okay, so you will get or you use the every bit of power of PostgreSQL, and then you will use Postman. Postman is the API platform for developers to design, build, test, and integrate their APIs. And next, we will use a little bit of Docker. I will introduce you to Docker. How will Dockerize our application? Okay, so Docker allocates a read and write file system to the containers. This allows a running container to create or modify files and directories in its local file system. So we'll cover Docker, we'll deploy our what we have built as application, and we'll deploy it to the Kubernetes, and we'll use AWS or Amazon Web Services as our cloud provider. Also, we'll cover the version control. We'll use Git, and for our remote repository, we'll use GitHub. Okay, so here are the tools and technologies. So you can see that we will use all the latest tools and technologies in our journey. Okay. Okay, so after completing this journey or this course, you will become a full stack developer for enterprise software development. Okay, so within the full journey, we'll develop around 9 to 10 different kinds of projects, like flight management services, or hotel management services, student management services, different kinds of projects. Okay, so okay, so I think I'm done with my presentation. I'm handovering it to Shiklubai.
All right, so you guys can ask the question now. Thank you, Asan. So Sam, you raise your hand. You can ask question now, please. Sam, you can ask question now.
Sure. I think my hand is raised. I have to put it down. But I don't have question. But it's great presentation. But I do have a question in terms of choosing between Java and Python. So can you explain to me why would I choose Java, which is going to take me time to learn, instead of like writing thousands of code, but getting Python very you can write very limited code and then get the job done.
Sure.
So I just want to be thank you.
I'm answering that. So basically, you can write this note from me. The programming language teaching is not the TS for his main goal. Main goal is problem solving skills. Okay, and the programming language is like a language you will be just writing the syntax. And we are going to cover the next week Python, because Asan actually core Java developer and he learned Python himself. Remember, when you know the problem solving skills, the learning the programming language is piece of cake. You can learn in 2 or 3 months, because you are just writing the syntax, but solving the skills, that's actually the main goal. Sam, did I answer your question? Sam, let me see. Sam, did I answer your question? Let me go back. All right. Okay. So I think I answered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was using my cell phone and the computer. Yes, you did. Yes. And also the question, let's say when I join a course, is it based on a specific project or specific role, or is gonna cover everything? Let's say if I want to change role, I will actually have enough experience and learning to actually get another IT job, for example.
Sure. If I understand your question correctly, so basically I do not just allow people to join a course, actually analyze the background, and then I tell them what they should do. Make sense? So that's my part. Okay. So an example, you are working in the desktop support or the technical support, you don't need to come to the Java. You are already very close to the CloudOps engineer. Make sense? So this is how I actually analyze the people. Then I talk, okay, what interests you? Okay. And if someone trying to do something different, and I try to know their vision. Okay. And someone say, well, I'm just good at communication. I write good English. I do not tell them, okay, you start Java. Why not you start with the product owner? That's where you can shine. So it all depends, Sam. Based on my conversation, I can actually make my personal and professional recommendation. Rest, you decide what you will do. Sam, did I answer your question?
Yep. Yes, Chief. Yes, thank you.
So I think the Hassan covered everything else. So once you guys will start the Java, the main thing you will be actually start doing the full stack software engineer means you will be writing the web application website means the UI, means the graphical interface, and you will connect them with the backend, and then you'll be learning that as well. So in the front end, you'll be learning the HTML and CSS, and then in the back end you'll be learning the Java, and you'll actually writing the code. And the journey is very diverse, means the after the HTML CSS, even our QA codes, they will be actually learning the same Java with the Java student. Okay, they're not like they're different, because in QA course we teach the same Java code Java. Okay, means whatever they need to learn, they don't need to learn become a Java engineer, Java software engineer. They do need to learn so that they can write the automation code for the website automation, or the writing the code for the API automation. So they will be doing the same thing. Okay, so let's see. I think we introduced all of this. Everybody has covered. So let's go with this. That's me. Okay. So I think we talked about it. So that's our actually the first one. If you guys do not have any question about the Java, absolutely fine. We are going to start this. If you have a question you do not want to ask now, it's okay. No problem. Write it down. Then you can ask in our chat. Okay? And we'll be sending you the email. You can respond to that email. Because if you listen to the second time, then it may help you. Because he mentioned some of the technology, super powerful. Okay, he mentioned the Apache Kafka. That's the whole world. All the major companies' application run on the Apache Kafka. Okay, so that's good. And then he mentioned about the Docker. That's come with actually the microservices. He mentioned about the Kubernetes that actually orchestrate all the microservice-based application. So those come with the look at this. There is some CloudOps, the tools has been engaged, because if you want to know the flow of a software development, there is 4 steps process. A business give the requirements, a software engineer write the code, a CloudOps engineer deploy that code, a QA test that code. That's the 4 people involved. In the meantime, I can get in one person, a database engineer actually create the database and give to the software engineer so that he can integrate his backend means code with the database. 5 things. A business give the requirements, means what they want to build. A software engineer write the code. In the meantime, database engineer get to the place, he create the database and give to the software engineer, hey, this is your database, go ahead, you can integrate with your code. A CloudOps engineer deploy the code on the cloud or on a server, and the test engineer start the testing, and finally customer can see the application is ready. And that's the life cycle of a software development. Anywhere you work with the web, you work with the mobile, you work with the vehicle validation, all the place same. It is all common sense. So business is the stakeholder. They're the investor. They actually know the client. They know what need to be done. They sell the companies $10 million, $2 billion, the product or the services. So everything comes from them. Okay? So make sure you guys know the software development. Each course we provide here is actually software development course. What is this software development? I just mentioned. The company want to build a software, can be the mobile, can be the web, can be the desktop, anything. Or company want to enhance existing system. Again, can be mobile app, can be website, can be desktop application. So us, who is the development team? Us means the mobile app developer, QA test engineer, CloudOps engineer, database engineer, and then the backend engineer. We call the software development team. Okay, and one of the role, as I said, CloudOps engineer. So CloudOps engineer, it is one of the new roles, one of the trending the position in the industry today. The sole purpose is to take the companies the code as soon as possible to the production. Means as quick as possible the actual client can use it. So you can say what was before. You can say that before we used to call the system engineer. Still we call the system engineer. Before we do the manually, the copy and paste the code. Manually means, of course, software engineer writing the code and you have to put the code in a server. Before, mostly manual. The moment CloudOps engineer, DevOps engineer came to the industry, because the needs, because the game has to be fast. No slow game. We do not like the slow game in the industry anymore. If you are slow, you'll be like Nokia. You are dead. We don't need you. Okay? We don't need the people. We need the fast game. That's the CloudOps engineer role. Write the code and take the code. So the test engineer can test the code, business can see, yes, functionality is built. If you know how we do things, I can show you. This application is all built here. We do build all of this, okay? We have CloudOps in the team. Means we do things fast, okay? If it is the less bug, more bug, push it so that our users, means you, can use it. If we do it slowly, nobody will see the functionality we build here, nobody will see it. Everything you see is fast game because the CloudOps practice. Okay? So let's continue that. So CloudOps role is you take the code like this. You plan it, code it, okay? Build it, test it, release the code, deploy the code, operate the code, monitor the code. So you are here in one part and you are here in another part. Dev means development, means you are working with the development team now. Plan means the business gave you the requirements. As a development team, we have to plan it to get it done. Code it means software engineer, like the Java software engineer, you'll be writing the code to convert the business English, Hindi, Hebrew language into the machine language. You write to code it. And then you have to build it. Build means you write the raw code, but the programming language you used, like the Java, you have to compile it so that it will be running for the user. The user can do it. So that's called the build it. And then you engage your test engineer, test analyst. They will test it based on the requirements. And then once this part is done, then you need to actually release it. Release or deployment. 1 second. My 1 second. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1 second. My TV. Okay, good. Sorry, I just lost the action. So we call the deploy means actually that you are putting the code in a server or multiple server. You know more details. That's your job. Operate means now the business is using it. I mean, like the Facebook, they bring the new requirements. That if you log into the multiple device, they will ask you, "Hey, show me your ID." Okay, so the development Facebook give the requirements here, and we plan it, we code it, we build it, we test it, we release it, and the operate means user is using it now. The moment I log in from the iPhone, the moment I log in from the Android, and the Facebook say, "Hey, you have a 2 different ID. Okay, give me your ID." So I upload my photo ID. Their operation team will look at it. They have to verify it. Is this me? It makes sense. And then they will approve it. So that's called the operation team. During the operation, we have to monitor the process. Means what is the user is doing. If the system is working, if system is broken, if we need to include something in the existing process, means if we need to add some new requirements, some new functionality on the application. So you need to monitor it. Monitor also ensure that if there is any issues in the system, so you need to proactively knows what is going on. During the monitoring, if you find any issues, then again, go back to the planning, because you need to fix it, right? And after the planning, now you have to code it. So that's the life cycle of a DevOps or CloudOps engineer. Why? Because you are center of the whole. You are working with the development team when it is developing. You are part of the operation team when it is in the business is using to support the customer, that specific application. So now you are actually so why the CloudOps? CloudOps means you are doing more things on the cloud. What it means is when company they want to build an application, the mobile app, just to serve like a service. They serve, as an example, I want to build an application that will finding the all Michigan, all the plumber, so they can find the gig. Okay, that's the application. So Michigan has at least 3 million people. It's an example. So if I want to build this application, I have two options. I have to buy so many computers so that 3 million people can use it. Okay, that's the one option. But there is a risk involved. If this application does not work, then my initial investment of the $3 million like the computer, I may lose the money. And that's the cloud come to the picture. What cloud does, you have a $500, you can start. You write the code, you deploy the code, you're good. So you are reducing your risk upfront. You see the business is growing, cloud can give you in a second, you can update your server. You can add more resources. So that's the reason cloud is the more powerful. So cloud, what is the cloud? Cloud means somebody like make a large building. There is hundreds of apartment. I just go and rent it. That's the process. In the cloud is the same. This company, they have a 1,000 of the servers and the services and the resources ready. We just go to their website, we select what we need, we start using it. We pay as we go. We pay as we use. Okay? So you are reducing the upfront investment. And business always loves to see, I do not want to invest upfront, because business don't know if their idea is going to work. They don't know it. So because business has also their leader. Their leader will ask you why you are thinking we need to invest the $3 million on this project. So they will ask the technology, do you guys have any way to tell me I can prove to my senior manager as for the infrastructure, means the buying all the servers. So go start with the cloud. So in the cloud, you can do this. So now what the cloud does actually. So cloud does like just buying a product, everything for us. Everything for us means you need the resource, it gives the resource. You need the service, it gives the service. You need the monitoring, it gives the monitoring. You need the operating system, it gives the operating system. You need to host in the Germany an application, like you have the client, all client in Germany. The cloud can give you the Germany location. You have an application you want to build, the customer is in Japan. Cloud will give you Japan-based resource for you. So your customer do not have to be the wait for the website to pop up. Can you do this in the house? Now you have to do this in person. Now I have to go to the Japan. I have to rent a building. I have to follow the local and the city rules and regulation, and then buy all the resources and put everything else. Then I can put my code base. So the Japan customer can use. Impossible. Business do not do anymore like this. All want the fast game. Game has to be done fast. And that's the cloud. So you write the code one place, wherever your customers are, the cloud can give you all and everything right away. I hope you guys are clear on this. Now let's say what is AWS, why we selected the AWS. AWS is not the the father of the cloud, but actually they expose the cloud in a way they become the father. Before the AWS, there was more. Rack space before the AWS, they were, but they are not the father of the cloud. So AWS started in a way. Now almost 70% the market controlled by the AWS, Amazon Web Service, AWS means. So they're too large now. They have so many services. Even they even don't know many. AWS, the employee, they even don't know how many services they have. They don't know each of the services they work on because they're selected. So since AWS is dominating the market, I think from 2009 or 2010, so all the companies, they actually got married with AWS, means they actually started using the AWS. So now the AWS market grows like all the places, government, non-government, financial, automotive, embedded, then the banking, mortgage, insurance, everywhere, all the company went to the AWS. Remember why? Because business do not want to invest $3 million, $5 million upfront for a new application development. They do not want. Another reason is every large company, they have the data center. Data center means large building, all the server, all the computer. But they're growing. The companies are growing more. They have more application. They want to provide the service more. Problem is, they do not want to build another data center because that costs a lot of money, lots of time. That's our chat notification. Lots of timing and the lots of chaos involved. And that's a big risk. So the easy route, go to the cloud. So instead of they're taking all of this, the consideration, they just choose the cloud. So again, so the reason AWS is super popular because they're old, the people have been using it, millions and millions of companies using the service, government and non-government, so they're popular. In the job market you go, everybody will first ask you, we need the GCP experience, but do you have AWS knowledge? When you say yes, I have the AWS knowledge, they do not need you to explain them about the GCP because you can be trained up. In 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you'll be learning the GCP on the fly because the cloud is cloud. The service is there, server is there. It's just a different interface. There is some different way of doing things. So that's the reason we actually highlight on the AWS. In the course, we covered the most of the things that you will need in day-to-day basis. Okay. So then you will be actually be productive, be efficient, and be successful. Okay, so now let's see the tools you'll be using. I don't know if you guys know this, that we start always with the Linux operating system because in the cloud, first of all, you just start with the server, the virtual server. Virtual means you do not see it, but there is it's a server. You do not see it. Means it is not the physical thing, it's a virtual. So in this, you start with the Linux. Because of our course, considering that we deal with the non-technical people or what is called like a CloudOps background. So everything start with the what? With the Linux operating systems. I want to share something that I posted on my Facebook yesterday. I want to see if I can do this. So let's go to my Facebook and I want to show this. Actually, these people, the actual journey. So watch this. I think it will be helpful for you guys. Let's see. How did I pause here? So actually, you guys need to read this guy's journey. Many people start the course or anything because they don't know which tools they need to use. What is actually should be the goal. So this guy said, today I want to recap some mistakes I made in my journey. So number one, he said, I was actually focusing on the certification. I should not have done it. Asif, that's the answer of your question. I should have done more hands-on. Okay, that's what he said. And then I was actually looking for a lot of DevOps holes. I should have focused on the AWS. That's another point he said. Going down the DevOps rabbit hole too far. He said, I should have done actually the more AWS and hands-on. The first one he said, I should have gotten more work experience instead of the certification. This is real experience. So you guys know, like many people make a mistake. Mistake can cause issues. If you are not able to make a good decision in the right time, it's not like an end of the world, but you will actually lose the value in the timing wise. Third one, he said, not going hard enough on Linux. Remember what he said third? We said at the beginning. So because the operating system is everything, so he said that cloud runs on Linux for the most part. Said that. This somebody actually got job. So, and although I acknowledge the fact, I did not take it seriously. Many people come here, they make their own decision. Well, if you know, it's good. You just do not say what is important. We know what is important, right? I did not take it seriously as soon as I should have. I should have done it. Look at this. I would have benefited from more hands-on Linux problem solving. And once somebody start here with us, even if you start with us the QA, you have to do the Linux. If you start the vehicle validation, you have to start the Linux because it's a foundation, because it's an operating system. In the embedded industry, everything is Linux. You go to the aerospace, the plane, the device, that's the Linux. You drive a vehicle, the head unit, that's the Linux, right? And you are using the Android machine, that's the Linux. So where is not Linux? So that's the he realized. Oh, that's of course. That's of course. I'm just highlighting the handheld device that many people don't know, right? Many people don't know that they're using the device, but behind the scene operating system is Linux. So people don't know, they don't know the value of it. And the last what he said, and he said, side note, I would admit there is a survivorship bias in here. I got a cloud job after doing all of this. Yes, I think that's somewhat match what the Lubna said. And that's exactly TS for you have designed this course from 2020. Okay, not from today. The Shahid shared with me yesterday, but that's exactly we designed. We get you started with the Linux. You cannot ignore the Linux. No, somebody knows nothing. They never heard anything about the Linux. We actually hammered them. They learned the basics. It's not complex at all. It's super, super easy. Instead of you're using the mouse, you are just typing in the keyboard. All right, so I hope you guys know this. This, guys, is real experience. Always take the wisdom from other people. If you want to become successful in your life, always talk to somebody. They have gone through the same journey and ask them what mistakes they made, what best practice, best advice they have for you. Listen them very carefully. That's your $1 million, like the worth of the value you got it. Do not ask somebody, they never face the journey. Okay? Do not, it's like asking a single person about the parenting. Hey, ask me. I have 6 kids. You do not need to tell me what is the parenting. I know what is the issue of the parenting. Do not ask somebody, he is not married. They do not have kids. He has no clue about the kids. So asking right person is part of your brain that you have to mix with the right people, talk to the right people, find out the easy words for me to ask him the question. So this is important. All right, let's go back. Okay, so you guys will be starting with the Linux. Right away, you guys will be starting with the application deployment. Okay, here, application deployment. The deployment, the simple word is, a simple sentence is, you have a code base, you need to take a pen drive and put it in a laptop. And that code base need to build and work. That's the deployment, simple. Right? That's it. So in a computer, in our software development world is, you have a code base, that code base need to be on the GitHub, what is called the Git, like the code repository. Repository means storage, means the developer need to write the code and put into the storage. And the CloudOps engineer will take that code, build that code, and then deploy that code. For who? For test engineer. For test engineer to start testing. Okay, so now you say that, okay, code. Who is writing the code? Remember, Java software engineer or Python software engineer or Node.js software engineer. They are writing the code, not you. Not you, they are writing the code. Basis on what? What they're writing the code for? Based on the planning, like the business gave them the requirements. Okay, and that's it. And then once you build the code and the test it. Test means now the test engineer will come to the picture based on the requirements. They do their own mechanism, means they follow their life cycle. I'm not telling you all the life cycle here. Yeah, that will be a mismatch with the session. So they do their process. If they find a bug, they work with developer to fix the bug. Again, the build happen and deploy the code. So now for the deploying the code, we will be using the AWS. For the AWS, we will be using their virtual machine. We call the EC2. You need to do the networking. Networking means if you want to, I have an application, the website. In that website, people will sign up, people will sign in, and one people will say, I'm a plumber. And another person will log in, the sign up and sign in, he will say, I need a plumber. So 2 people is involved in this application. That's this 3 simple thing. But this application, as a business owner, I'm expecting 5 million people across the USA. That's the traffic. Means this is the amount of people will be coming. So of course, one computer is not enough. So now you need maybe 500 server, right? Because you need a lot of computer now, because the 5 million people will be just signing up, signing in, and they'll say, I need a plumber. And plumber say, I got it. Here, whatever I need. See this? Now the things is coming. Okay, I'm coming now. This my availability. So the CloudOps engineer ensure that the so many computer are prepared, the code is there, configuration is there, and the user can access it, and the business can monitor it. Operation team can monitor it. If any issues arise, they can say, hey, there is an issue. So they fix it, and they actually, from the monitoring, there is an issue, it go back to the planning, go back to the coding, build, test, again, go the same process. So in this, many things you want to do best practice. Like you will be using AWS, many services. You will be using the VPC, virtual private cloud. You will be using the RDS, the means database, where you will store the code, the data. And you will be using the, what is called IAM, AMI, all the services. You will be using them to build the 5 million users infrastructure. We call the infrastructure, means the building, a building called the infrastructure. So 5 million people, you'll be building an infrastructure that what you'll be using the user doing, sign up, sign in. Plumber will be signing up as a service provider. As a resident, I will be signing up and signing in as a service taker. That's it. So DevOps engineer and CloudOps engineer will be ensuring the user can use the system efficiently without any issues. Means user can log in, log out, user can access anytime, and user do not have any problem. And once the new requirements come here, that it can be like a super easily can be added with the existing code base, means existing functionality. That will be the main job. Now you'll be actually down the path, you'll be learning, well, I want to do something like the plug and play, the less work, more efficiently. That's you come to the using the different tools, like you'll be using the Docker. So you are building in one time and you can run on any system. Example, if you have 10 computers, okay, 10 different computers, and you have two options to install one software. Means you have to go each of the computer to install this. So it is taking time. If you have a 500, then more time. How about you have a special software that exactly, or let's not the share, that will be taking care of all the business. Means you are building one time, and that software installed on all the computer, you just take it, is working right away. That's come to the Docker. So now if you have a Docker, but you need to the orchestrate, means you have to guide all the Docker, how they will work with the 5 million users. So they need a leader, they need a boss, manager. So that come to the Kubernetes. So you'll be learning Kubernetes as well. Now you say, well, yeah, 5 million people is using, everything is happy, but people need to sleep and enjoy the life, right? So how to do that? So you need to monitor all the systems. Why? So if something happened, somebody get the notification, hey, this system is down, server is down. So that's come to the monitoring. So then everybody, so all this setup as a DevOps engineer, CloudOps engineer, you do it, and actually you'll be working in the both level. Now the next part is coming. You said, well, I have 5 million users, and I need to ensure all the 500 server is up and running. Say, for example, 500 server. Those servers need to rest, right? They need to be cleaned up. You know that, right? Because as a human being, whatever we do daily basis, the computer needs the same thing. They need to be restarted. They need to be maintained. They need to be cleaned up. Computer will do the same thing. So now you have an option. You can go to the 500 computer and clean up your computer or install something, or you can do the automation there. So that come to the Ansible. That's another tool will be doing that. So you will just tell the Ansible, I want on this server, just restart the server. I want on that server, I want this 50 server, just install a software. So you write in Ansible, and Ansible will do for you. Great. Now you're saying, well, even before go to the Ansible, how to provision this 500 server? Means how to, like the open, prepare this 500 server. Again, you have two options. Either you can go manually on the AWS interface and can do it manually, or you can use specialized software. It's called the Terraform. So you just tell the Terraform, I want the AWS East region, I want this server, I want this, the storage, I want this, and in this region, I want the 50 machine just open for me. So you are not doing anything manually. You are just telling, instructing, we call the scripting, or the Terraform is scripting. You just tell them, and then Terraform will do for you. You don't need to go on the AWS, right? So that's the automation. So as all is CloudOps engineer does. Now you say, well, okay, so I did all of this. How can I know who is making all the changes? There is a lot of engineer will be there, 10, 15, right? What is the way I know that Shaheen did not do this? Maybe Mohan did, messed up something. He says, who says, there will be a blame game scenario. Cut down there, the GitHub come to the rescue. Means anything you do, any code, infrastructure provisioning, infrastructure automating, you just put onto the GitHub. GitHub will very nicely remember everything. If you add a dot, GitHub will say you put a dot. If you remove a dot, repo will say, oh, you remove a dot in this time, and you are the person. So you manage everything through the GitHub. So not only the code repository, you use the GitHub for the infrastructure, automation, maintenance, track change, and the organize, discipline, we use the GitHub. GitHub actually makes your life easy. So that's the reason in the interview, we ask the question, tell me the process and the flow. We avoid the technical question many times. Just tell me, why did he use the Terraform? How did he ensure the Terraform skip is fine? that this is the one, this and that. So that's only comes when you use all these tools in the right place, in the right format. They will be actually saving your life and make you productive, efficient, and then robust. And when you, as a DevOps engineer, make your process easier, everyone will see the benefits. Who are the everyone? Testing engineer will be testing quickly, operation team will see the value, and business is going to be super happy because write the code, build the code, test the code, and deploy it. Business is happy. Anything happen through the monitoring, you can see, oh, I know what are the issues. And that's actually the your DevOps journey will be. Any question before we go to the Java journey? Let's see. You guys can ask the question now. Let's see. Halim, you can ask the question now.
Shibulwai, so
Yep.
actually I'm working as a desktop support for a few years here. So you say if I am desktop support now, so I'm close to the CloudOps engineering. So
Yes.
why you think like that?
Excellent question. Excellent question. I want to take a little bit time on this. He asked the question, I'm a desktop support engineer or I'm a support technician in a company. Why I am advising him to go to the CloudOps journey. If you look
Yes.
at this picture, it tells you million of time how efficient you have to be in the communication. On this picture, if you see, as a person, you need to communicate with the code planning team. You need to communicate with the coding team, developer. You need to build it. You need to test. You need to work with the testing team. You need to work with the release team. You will deploy yourself. You need to work with the operation team, IT operation, business operation. You need to be part of the monitoring and go back here. So excellent communication is needed and the fundamental being a DevOps engineer or CloudOps engineer. So now you say how that happened. So that happened in the industry, we call the ticketing system, or in the project management, we call the user story. Anything on everything we do in an environment, the moment we get in, it has to be recorded. Recorded means it has to be formalized. Okay, we just do not do things the way we want. An email, if we send an email, that's also recorded, right? So in the system level, everything is recorded. So now my answer is, because a desktop support engineer, your communication skill is there. You know how to deal with the end client. You also deal with the ticketing. You know how to write the technical documents. At least if you don't do it, I'm fine. I'm just telling you expectation. You know the troubleshooting steps. You know the IP addresses. You know what is the approach you have to follow when you get a ticket. All of this convincing me to recommend you are the good fit for the CloudOps engineer. Halim, did I answer your question?
Yeah, I got it. So what type of technical knowledge should I get from this course?
Sure. So definitely I will be highly recommend you to go here. Sorry. To go here and then go explore the course and join the trial as soon as possible. And the trial is here. You can join it. And actually you should look at this here. Everything is here. Everything is here. What you'll be learning, what you'll be doing it. It's a journey.
Okay.
It's a roadmap. I cannot cover everything on your question, giving you answer, but I will highly recommend you take a little bit time, go what is covered in this. Based on the plans, you will get some. If you take based on the plan, you will not get everything unless you have that plan. But everything is here. Did I answer your question,
Okay.
Halim?
Yeah, yes, got it. Thank you, Shibulwai.
Absolutely. Yep. So next question, please. Let's see. Okay, Asif, you can ask the question, please. Unless.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Shiblubai. So I have a question regarding this course, specifically cloud engineering. How much do we need to involve group policy and patching system? If I get hired for a company as a cloud engineer, how much do I need to involve doing patching and group policy stuff? Do you?
I know what the question you ask. You ask a question related to the Windows group policy. Okay.
Or patching, yes.
Yeah, I know this because I was actually my career started with the Windows network administrator. Back in 1999, I became the qualified of I am certified of the A+ certified. Then I started my journey as a Microsoft Windows 2000 professional network admin. Okay, MCSA word, and then I moved to the Red Hat Linux operating system networking. So I do know your question. I'm what I have learned just 22 years ago, by the way. So for the CloudOps engineer working in the cloud, those patching will be managed by the cloud provider, not you. Okay, those patching will be managed by them. Another one is if you are working in a cloud platform, okay, and you are using the Ubuntu 18 for like the 20 application, and you have a 500 server on the cloud, you have your own image, so you are going to use that image for all the time. But if you take the Amazon, like the image, they are responsible for the patching, not you, because remember, you are renting their resources, you are not managing their resources. Their system engineer, Amazon system engineer, manage all the patching, padding, everything. Did I answer your question?
Yes. Yeah, makes sense. The follow-up question for you, you mentioned about Terra software. So is it Terra is the partition for a remote or virtual terminal that's we may have to use?
No, Terraform. No. Terraform is a professional software. It is used to provision the infrastructure. Do you know the provision means? Instead of you go to the cloud and click, open a virtual machine, in the Terraform, you just tell them, this is my Amazon ID, this is my Amazon access permission, this is the region I want, and here is the server, this is the EC2 I want, and I need the core 5 or whatever requirements you say, and I need the 5 of them. So you just tell them one time and you run it, it will be doing for you itself. You just go to the AWS, you see all the server is ready. That's the Terraform does.
Oh, okay. But yeah, because I use Terra and I thought it is for just a partition for remote terminal.
Yeah, it is not. It is not. Okay. So, but why the Terraform is the platform agnostic, because Terraform nothing with the AWS, nothing with the Azure, nothing with the GCP. It is an independent software. It can actually support. It supports, not only it can support, it supports a lots of cloud platform. And that's the reason Terraform is called the IAC, infrastructure as a code. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. What is the next question? Let's see. I want to make sure you guys. Okay, let's see. Sam, do you have? Tasme, you can ask the question as well. You guys can. Sam, do you have any question now? They say cloud time.
And no, Shiblo, no. I was going through the week's portal.
Yep.
What every week is covered.
Yep.
I think it's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tasme, you can ask the question, please.
Actually, I don't have any question now.
Okay, perfect. So
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're good. Absolutely, you're fine. Okay, let me do one thing, and let me see. Halim, I am going to reduce your hand, so you don't need to. Since you do not have any question, let's go see. No. Okay, Asif, you're good. Okay, so now I want to go over the. So this portal is important because we are virtual. We do everything virtually. We provided the mobile app. we provide you the portal. That's how the answer is. How do you know I'm doing things or not? So actually, it's a professional platform. We provide you the information. We provide you the training, the classes, the Zoom. We upload this. We prepare the documentation. We give you this. So if you use this portal, then we know what you are doing, how much you are engaged with this course, what is actually the vision with this. So let me go over the question. Anonymous. Hi, Sad. I can also answer your question from my experience. Okay, anonymous. Okay, good. Somebody answer. So I will highly recommend you. If you join, welcome. Again, we do not tell anyone to join. We just tell them who you are, why you are different, how we provide our courses. Okay, and we give you guys the trial, and then we give you the plans. You read details, then you do it. But the moment you join, the 13 and 14, once we start, we just start. That's it. So the part of the journey, it is exclusively important and very important to know you complete actually the enrollment journey. Okay, enrollment journey means you have to follow all of this. Okay, because not only that you do all of this, we actually create a specific email for you. We create the specific with this email. We create you the monster, Indeed, Dice, Career Builder. We create all this and the LinkedIn ID. So we are doing everything for you today. After 6 months, 8 months, or 1 year, whatever the plans you select, it will be old, means it will be matured enough. So if you know there is like a process enrollment journey here, that as a student you will be working with us and our team to go through this to complete. Because if you don't know, if you wait for the I want to start everything on 13, that's called the reactive approach. Yes, you can start, but right away there is a chance for you. You have to work extra hard or you will be behind. And as Lubna said, do not take any word like the unseriously. Take every single word seriously. The moment you are in the course, we are spending time on it. And the moment your course is done, we cannot just say, well, you have to join with another the group. But remember, take everything fresh, enjoy the freshness. Okay, you join the have a good plan at the talk to the family member, and the put away your time, stop all the unnecessary like the family drama or the social media activities. Focus on the class is given, engage in the course, and your workshop content is your actually the private tutoring contents. Work with us one on one, and then because your sole purpose should be the gaining the experience, learning and the gaining the experience. As everybody said, jobs are out there millions, but people are not there because people are not like a qualified. Many people get the training, but they do not have the experience, or they don't know how to use those tools, what is the purpose, so they don't get the job. We want you to learn and do it, gain the experience on it, so that you can actually be productive when you join a company. That's the goal. So highly recommend you guys, whoever has any question, you can talk to us. How to talk to us? You can simply do this. If you go to the website again, and if you go our enrollment inquiry, that's exactly you will be doing. This is actually the public. Okay, you join the enrollment chat. That's actually you ask the question. Nobody can say yet we are not responsive. Nobody can say it. We are responsive. We have time. Okay, you just follow the process and the procedure. If you are non-IT, we in the IT people, we are all about the communication. Everything we do using the software. So all the software and interface is given to you. You do here or you do somewhere else, no business for me. But You have to have a good communication skills, or you should have an intention to grow your communication skills, and then open mindset to learn the things and follow the process and the procedure exactly the way someone tells you, means your mentor tells you to do. Do not do the oppositely, it will not work. It will take longer time, and you may get frustrated, you may get disappointed. The moment you join the TS4U, you are locked in. Means you work with us together to make yourself successful. To make yourself successful, we have to work together. We have to provide you whatever you need. You tell me what the challenge is, and we'll be listening you, and we will be addressing your issues. But there is no side distraction. There is nothing listening. You can tell me, hey, I do not like it. It's completely okay, because it's a business. We cannot provide everything the best way somebody can. Nobody else. No business on the earth that they have a 100% reputation with their employee or with their customer. So the TS4U absolutely never claim we do everything best. We are open to do better. We are open to adapt new things. We have a open to actually contribute for the community growth. And we have a technique, we have a software development team. What we do, everything is practical. We can like the put the dot together, why you do this, why you should not do this. You cannot get it from all the places, because the training is like a certain things you learn then move on. Here is things are developed by us, idea is by me, my team is working on it, we build it, we deploy it, and you are using it. And that's the reason TS4E is a software development company. It is a software, the things you see, everything, it's called the web-based application. Okay? It's a software basically. We have a mobile application, right? We have mobile application. You need to download, you need to go to the Google Play Store and type this link, you can download. So you need to do this part, then you do the same thing. And we have also the desktop application as well, that actually in the My Important Links, you can download the desktop application for the chatting. Okay, so this all part of your onboarding journey. So you do this, all of this, great for you. The contents, as I said, every single thing you'll be doing, it's like the crystal clear. There is no way I can say, I cannot explain it. There is no word here like this. I don't know, you just have to guesstimate the thing. No, those things not allowed here, because we can talk, because we have our own code base, we develop things. I can talk the problem right and left, why this problem can happen, how to solve it. So my team can do that as well. So you do not need to worry about, is it like a training? It is not. It is you should be the fortunate that you found us. Definitely we do things differently, uniquely. We can give a non-technical people a vibe, like the real experience, if you intend really learn it. And that's actually our end goal. All right, so next, let's go see. I think Java is done. So I think you guys already learned the Java. That's the very powerful from Hassan. And then I think if you guys have the question about the student loan, again, student loan is the loan you do. You see, student loan is the loan you will be taking from our partner company. And then it takes only the 5 minutes, and everything is super easy. If you follow this, pretty much is easy, and step-by-step documentation is here. All the step-by-step documentation is here, and you'll be doing it is super easy, not complex. And announcement, today is actually the last day for your $999 discount. From tomorrow, no, you cannot get this. You actually will pay the whole amount, whatever you join. Okay, the whatever is included. Today is the last day you can get this. So it is for the 100% guarantee one. If you join this, you get this one. Only after today it will be blocked. The next Saturday, sorry, next Sunday will be Python only. Okay. Again, the programming language is Python, but the main goal is you are learning to be a software engineer, problem solving skills. You are solving the problem and you are building the application. That's actually the main goal, become a software engineer. Programming language, somebody use Java, somebody use Python, somebody use Go, somebody use PHP. But all these human being, one thing is common, which is they are solving the problem. What problem? The business requirements. That's it. So you need to know the goal. So next week will be August 7. And then of course, highly recommend you watch each of the workshop, the webinar, join the free trial, and then you have any question, you join our chat, call us, and then we'll be actually answering your question. You have a personal thing, if you want to trust us, you can share with us. We'll be happy to provide the personal opinion and the professional opinion. August 13, we are starting. The moment we start, it's just starting. Okay, you get the contents, you'll be working with us. Again, it's not means starting, not means you have to do things. You'll be doing things, but we actually officially start. If you join August 20, I think it's still okay, because the first you have to get everything up and running, make sure you are good on all your access permission, you have all the contents, and you know how to communicate, you know how to ask the question, what to do. So August 13 is okay. If you, in case you miss August 20, after 20 you cannot, you should not join, because it will miss. And we are not studying anymore this year. It will be January. We did not provide the date and time yet. Workshop date will be for the CloudOps. It will be Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. For the quality engineer, vehicle validation engineer, and the product owner, they will be all go along. It will be actually Saturday. Java software engineer, if somebody join for the Python software engineer, that will be also Saturday. Again, time is the same. That we start with 11 o'clock, but with everybody's the opinion, we can go at 10:30 as well, because we are open. And then the workshop will go 3 hours. Workshop can go longer. Okay, it depends. And initially, if you have an advanced planning, 100% job guarantee, initially will be 1 day. Eventually, it can go 2 days. Okay, it all depends. But it will be on the weekend. You will have enough time, that means the announcement, when we do the 2 days. Thursday and Friday evening, 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., show and tell. It means whatever you learn in the Saturday, Sunday, you will be working yourself, taking the notes, doing the hands-on, writing the summary, prepare the presentation, and present me on Thursday night or Friday night between 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. Not every week you will be doing it, but other people is doing it. You will be watching it, so you can learn. Watching somebody, you can learn a lot of things. In case if the time does not work for you, you will be doing with us one-on-one, Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are open, because that's our full-time job. Okay? And yeah, that's pretty much. If you have any question, any concern, you'll be working with us, you'll be talking to us. If you ask me personal, like the opinion, like the wisdom I can share with you, do not get distracted. Okay? Do not, once you start, you trust yourself, trust your time, trust your money, and then you are giving all of this to TS for you. Please trust on us. That's it. If you trust so many people, if you make so many imam, means so many priests in your life, you'll be misguided. Okay, so do not do this kind of thing. Anything and everything you do, you should have a professional mentor. Professional mentor means somebody knows what they're doing. So you can, if you have any question, talk to them. If you have any concern, talk to them. Professional way. Just do not, yes, you have fully right to be gossiping anything and everything is you. You can say all the bad thing about us. It's fine, because that's the part of the business, right? You have right to say whatever you want. But everything comes to the end of communication, right? The things you are misunderstanding, talk to us. Hey, Shiblu, I was having these issues. Can you help me? Instead of just talk behind of me. Oh, this and that, this is not working. See, not worth. So communication. If you ask me that what is the most important things nowadays, your personal life, professional life, it's all about the communication. If you ask a company CEO what is the one of the issues he can continue forever to learn, he will say the communication, because this is like this. Communication bring all the things put together and make you productive.
Communication way to success.
Yes. So you need something, ask. You have some concern, talk. You are not getting something, communicate. You did something, provide the communication. You are not getting something, communicate. Anything and everything, all about the communication. Being an IT professional and being an Asian people, we have a major problem not to communicate. Okay, we have a major issues. Assumes like ourselves. Do not do this. It's not working in the American culture, and the IT culture does not work. We follow the agile scrum. It's all about the crystal clear visibility, communication, collaboration, learn, grow as a team, get something done, move on. So welcome to the IT. If you are thinking now or in the future, if you are not good at communication, be good at it. IT is easy. If you are not good at it, and if you have a mindset, I do not want to do communication, IT is not for you. Okay? Guys, thank you. We match our exact time today, 11:30, and I appreciate all of you. This will be sending you link with this. Of course, this is on the YouTube as well. So if you know, this is already on the YouTube. It will be actually recorded again. We will go live again, so you guys can watch again. And definitely, this is the TS for Youth, and the website link is here as well. You guys know, read all the documentation before you need it. And then our Facebook page is also TS for You. Thank you. And let's see, checking. Guys, if you guys can have last minute question, you can ask. Otherwise, we will be actually wrapping up today, because this was actually the 2.5 hours today. So we are done. We have done all our timing. Sam, are you good?
I'm great. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say thank you so much. It was well presented, and I'm really, really interested, so I can't wait to start. Thank you. I'm very convinced.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yep. Next week will be
You're
even.
welcome.
Try to know who I am. Next week will be even better.
I was thinking, I have a baby, so I have to be committed. So Sunday he has to go to the babysitter.
Exactly. Yeah. And the energy is always the same. We have the same energy always. Yes, we are happy. Again, the one thing, ask question, engage, involve, communication. Those are the things. I can never change you until you do it yourself. Nobody can do. Nobody can do. It's all you. I can just tell you, you have to do it. You just have to take the initiative and do it. That's all we need. Remaining things, we can do it. If you don't know something, one day, 2 day, 3rd day, will do it. But you are not communicating. You are not approachable. You are not like the open. Those will be difficult. So I highly recommend you guys, again, from 20 years experience, I just shared with you. That's what I saw. And being a CEO of the company, I know the same. My team has the same problem, communication. Same problem, communication. That's it. All right, guys, I do appreciate your time. Good questions. All the questions was great. And then your engagement and your intention, either now or in the future, we're all time happy. And you can always text me, join the chat and text me, and I will be happy to answer. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Yep,
thank you.
All right, let's see. Stop here, then we will be good. Stop here. And then